Hey, Phantomaniacs, welcome to the wrap-up of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles week, or I should say another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles week with Metalhead. Now, if you want to, you can go back and watch my review of NECA's Metalhead figure, because I think it'll be interesting to have the comparison between NECA's Metalhead and Super 7's Metalhead. Now, granted, NECA's is based on animation, and Super 7's is based on the original toy line, but still, it'll be fun to make a comparison. And I do still have that NECA Metalhead on my shelf, and he will stay there, because it's a great figure. All right, let's cut through our tape on the poly bag here. And please do go back, if you didn't already, and watch Monday's review of Michelangelo, Tuesday's review of April O'Neil, and Wednesday's Rocksteady review, where I talked about the packaging. Got the embossed manhole cover with Metalhead and whatever these little gizmos are here. Back of the box, one of the greatest logos of all time. And Metalhead. Let's open this guy up. I saved him for last because I'm most interested to see how Super 7 handled some of him. Not vac metal, because I feel like I couldn't quite tell in the pictures if it was vac metal or not, but a nice shiny gold that we'll get a closer look at, well, right now. Get my trusty, first, the bio. Metalhead, the original party robot. Designed as Krang's ultimate weapon against the Turtles, Metalhead was reprogrammed by Donatello to serve the side of good. This chrome-plated sewer servant's eyes light up when you hold him up to the light. Always the life of the party, Metalhead can whip up a whipped cream and jelly bean pizza, serve sodas, display video games, or rock the sewer with tunes from his jazzed-up jukebox. When trouble's brewing, Metalhead becomes one annoyed android and dishes out trouble with his Robo-Chucks and Foot Blaster. Which, not to be confused with a foot blaster, which is a blaster that comes out of his foot. At least, I don't think so. Trusty 1964 box cutter springs into action, slices through our tape. And get this guy out of the box and see what we're dealing with. Metalhead clearly has tons of accessories, which might explain why Rocksteady felt a little underserved in the accessory department. Which, if you go back and watch yesterday's video, you will see what I'm talking about. A couple more pieces of tape to slice through. In doing the Rocksteady review yesterday, at first I was concerned that his weapons might be a little bit too small. And, you know, they could be bigger, but it's not like Bebop where they're, like, obviously just way smaller than they probably should be. Let's get the sprue. Man, that's heavy. There's a strong, strong toy smell emanating from this guy. He has got a heck of a new toy smell, and that actually makes me think, like a lot of the stuff I've been buying lately, I haven't really noticed new toy smell all that much. Kind of interesting. I wonder what the deal is there. Man, why are the fists always so hard to get out of these? I'm not going to mess with this right now because we don't need to see how the fists go on, but you can see two of the alternate hands are just closed fists. Got tons of accessories with this guy. Loved his backpack. Oh, wow. That's actually, that's pretty cool. I like the way that works. I had the original Metalhead when I was a kid, but I don't honestly remember too well how a lot of his accessories interacted. So it'll be interesting to see here what all he's got, and see if I can remember what is new and what was included with the original figure. Let's get those Dollar Tree fingernail clippers out because we hate twisty things. And pop this guy right out. Now, one major difference between... Gosh, come on. One major difference between NECA's Metalhead and Super 7's Metalhead is NECA's Metalhead is gigantic, while Super 7's is the size of a turtle because that's how he was in the original toy line. Gosh, he looks great. I really like this. Trying to get the light piping to work. And it's not really. That's weird because you can see he's got the clear brain piece up there that goes through to the eyes. Does the other head? The other head has the light piping as well. You know what, guys? I am going to need some... Are these heads even different? Weird. Okay. Oh, this one does not have the light piping. That's the That's what an odd decision. All right. So I'm going to go grab a flashlight so we can dig into this light piping because I really do need to see how well this works or does not work. All right, I'm back and we're going to check this guy out. So turn that flashlight on and... Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, it works great. I just couldn't get a good angle on it before. The light from above just isn't really focused enough. It looks fantastic. Look at that. That's awesome. So light piping is a success. So now what I've got to wonder, again, if you watched yesterday's review, you know I was a little bit, gosh, the head is nice on here. Got a really good range. If you watched yesterday's review, you know I was a little disappointed that Rocksteady only came with one head. And now I'm even more baffled because Metalhead comes with two heads. But why? Like, why? Who cares if there's a painted brain and eyes? Just give us the light piping head and give... Well, and I guess it's because... This is, let's see here. Let's see how hard this will be to get off. So you can see this is all this pink material. It's all just painted. So these are the exact same heads with different paint jobs. And made, I would imagine this one is all gray. Yeah. So this one is just all gray plastic with painted details, whereas this one is the translucent red or pink plastic with painted everything. So a cheap alternate head, but why even do an alternate head? Who in the world is going to display the non-light piping head? I guess maybe if you want the red eyes to really stand out, but I just, woof, that's a weird one. That's a weird one. All right, so figure itself, this has, oh wow, that's kind of cool. So he has the same soft plastic as the turtles. He's got the same waist movement, the same hip style. So his base is designed just like the turtles. I love that. And then he's got the, you can see the hinged shoulders, the bicep swivels, the elbow swivels. And he's even got the elbow pads that are the soft plastic like the turtles have. Tons and tons of detail sculpted and painted on this guy. He feels like pretty much the big, like, this is the main event figure of this wave, for sure. Look at the little lightning bolt with the silver paint right there. Just all of this painted detail is fantastic. On his back, he's got the golden shell with his little oil can with oil sculpted on it. And then a funnel. I love this. And his belt says T. Look at this cool detail. So he's got these wires running from his thigh to his calf. Nothing fancy, but just that's how it works. And they do not, because of the nature of the joint, they don't bend beyond their limits. Really nice. And then the foot, nice painted yellow soles, and the standard, modern ankle articulation. Oh, I love this guy. I absolutely love him. He's great. He looks great. Yes, vac metal or chromed out metal of some kind for the shell would have really put him over the top, but they have chosen a really beautiful metallic gold here, so I'm okay with it. And this will never flake off like the vac metal can and does. He looks awesome, you guys. I just absolutely love all of the detail on Metalhead. He's fantastic. So, we know the figure's great. Let's take a look at his accessories. Of course, as with all of these Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ultimates, he has the sprue that includes his backpack. Oh, that's a nice touch. Okay, we'll look at that in a second. His Robo Chucks. Now that's interesting. There are a few decisions here that are weird to me. And so take a look at this. So Metalhead comes with grenades. But I think they are different grenades from the grenades that Rocksteady comes with. This is a Rocksteady grenade. This is a Metalhead grenade. How wild is that? Like, why even bother? Some of Super 7's decisions are weird to me. Like, why even bother making, different grenades? All right, so we've got the two grenades, the satellite dish, the backpack, and the Robo Chucks, all represented on the sprue, and all represented as individually more detailed parts. So on the backpack, you can see that. So for this one, this is just plain old plastic, but this one has a little readout, painted details with the metallic green paint, and then what look like pizza compartments, and actually says pizza on there. I really like the subtlety of the painted detail on this. Very cool. And then on the front, you can see we've got more painted detail there. All of these rivets. And then the straps, front's painted here. So this just goes on the big guy's back. There's a little slot right there. And you can see the difference is the one on the sprue just has the tab for the slot. While this one, and look at this, this almost looks like this might be the speaker system. But this one has the tab and the shoulder straps to keep this thing securely in place. So that fits right in there. And then we plug those pieces into his chest. Oh, it looks great. That works perfectly. Perfectly. Looks absolutely fantastic. I love it. And then his satellite dish that has no paint and could have used a little bit of paint. Honestly, why not make this metallic green, make this silver, something like that. I'm not wild about some of the what seemed to me to be some of the shortcuts that have been in this wave of the Ultimates. I expect a little bit better from Super 7. So you can get a satellite dish up top there. You can rotate around. And then finally, I don't care about the grenades. Those are going to go in a bag. He's got this piece. Let's get this out of the way so we can focus, which is the finger tendril. Interesting little addition. I like it. It's cool. I probably won't display it, but I like having it. It's neat. Let's go ahead and pop that out. Plugs in nicely. So he can basically like a remote control, because I'm sure the Turtles don't have the best TV technology. Oh, and he's got the sort of ninja pose type hands. Those are his other alternate hands. And then finally, his Robo Chucks, which this is where I get a little confused. Well, one, put some paint on these things, guys. Come on, seriously? Like, This could be silver. This part could be... Let's put some paint on this thing. You could have done better with this. Or, wait. Okay, so that's pretty cool. They do spin independent of the base right there. So that's a nice touch. But, well, and there is a look. There is a little bit of paint. You've got that metallic green on those little rivets there. But a little more paint would have really put this piece over the top. As is, well, I don't know. I kind of like this. I guess I might display him like this because I like him having all this business because he's an android. He should have all kinds of wacky components and stuff. That's what makes him valuable to the team. This is what's confusing to me. What is this even? Because it doesn't fit anywhere. Was it really, and now I'm wondering, because you could, I think, put his original part in the top of the backpack like that. I think that was a thing you could do, because I feel like I might even remember using that like a helicopter maybe. But I don't know. Was this necessary? Get rid of this. Get rid of the alternate head. And give me another Rocksteady head that just looks a little different or has a hinged jaw. I'm still shocked that that thing didn't have a hinged jaw. But overall, Metalhead, absolutely awesome. I love it. He looks great. His backpack works and fits great. This is a phenomenal update to one of my favorite figures when I was a kid because he combined two things that I love, mutants and vac metal. And while I could do without vac metal now just because of how it breaks down and stuff, the mutant part is great and the really nice shiny, if you can see that gold, it looks really, really nice. So well done, Super 7, another guy that I'm happy to have on the shelf. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about Needless Things, and tune in to the Needless Things podcast. A brand new episode will be available tomorrow, wherever you get your podcasts.
Smash that like button if you like Needless Things.